what's up? It's Davey Jack's podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and today I am joined by not Kyle.
The only person you shouldn't say.
The only people who won't be.
So I wanted to do. Okay, anyway, not Kyle because he wanted to give his laptop a bath. Instead, we've got Barry.
Hello.
And Justin.
Hello.
There we go. So yeah, Kyle can't join us because he bathed his laptop.
Apparently, it was only like a small drop, but I don't know if I buy it.
I don't buy that at all.
I don't know why you didn't. Just, like,
not a drop, but like
had so many various fluids on it. There's no way just a drop of water killed it.
Well, I mean, he probably had some bodily fluids on it too. And that
let's not get into that.
Mix that with the water.
Please, let's not get into that.
Because I mean, laptop, mobile, agile, fertile.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, hey Barry, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, someone was gay and didn't come last time.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, see, I go to bed because I get up early to go to class.
So do I.
And, go running at 7 a.m.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
I go walking,
Yeah,
Joey, let's not get started on your walking class again.
You're in walking class.
Hey, we walked 3 miles today, bro.
I'm from being 310 over the summer down to under 270.
Woo!
So, yeah, football's over, so it's now don't be the fat former football player anymore.
Wait, are you done for football, for good, or just until next year?
Oh, for good. I'm tired of having surgery.
That's
yeah,
understandable.
I don't blame you. Yeah. That's poopy when your shoulders are just
dead. And unfortunately, the guy who did them isn't very good, I think.
Well, I guess he won't be sponsoring us.
Shout out to Dr. Lambert here at the Williamsburg Centera Sports Medicine Orthopedics Group.
That was unnecessarily long.
Yeah, I don't remember their name.
I bet he got his training on the Surgeon Simulator 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a new
shit,
thing? Because that's all that's been on Reddit for the past week, I feel like.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, it's fucking hysterical.
It is.
I love it. Just you rip the sheet off the guy laying on the table. You just take a hammer and you bash his ribcage in. You just start ripping shit out of him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it's
that sounds pleasant.
Won't let you do anything more precise than that.
Yeah,
and then shite.
And then just it gets to the point where the tool you needed is falling on the floor. So then you see how many things you can fit into his chest cavity.
Good God Almighty.
It's a good time. I would highly suggest it. It's a cute little game.
Cute. That's the word you use. Is
PC
cute.
titles that everyone should play at some point.
Yeah, definitely. It's hysterical. It's like, have you ever played Octodad or seen Octodad?
I have not.
No, explain.
Octodad it's basically the same concept where it purposefully makes the controllers really wonky because the game is around this octopus who's masquerading as a man and nobody's noticed that he's an octopus. So you have to do everyday tasks, but you basically throw his tentacles at things to grab them. So it's like, grab your suitcase, get dressed, and you're just using the mouse to flop his tentacles all over to try and grab things, and it's just smashing everything and just badness, which is hysterical.
And I imagine that's really fucking hard if you're an octopus trying to be a four-legged human and you have 8 legs.
Yeah, that's...
okay.
Wait, you just...
Barry,
yeah.
How many
4
legs
legs?
do you have, Barry?
4-legged?
Well, we have 2 legs and 2 arms.
Well, yeah, so, I mean...
So, he's got 8 limbs and we have 4.
I guess limbs would have been the better word to use there, but
yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Sorry,
I understand what
arms,
you're saying.
Legs, same shit for some people, man.
It's true.
I mean, have you seen the people who do everything with their feet?
I have. There was a
Those
person on
people exist.
Tosh.0 that made a sandwich or something, and macaroni or some.
It's usually because they don't have hands.
Well, I gathered that much. They
Macaroni and cheese sandwich?
Those are delicious.
What is this madness? Oh my god, you could put ketchup on that?
Well, no, it's Denny's back in the day had a sandwich.
No, of course
that
Denny's did.
It was a burger with mac and cheese and some more cheese and it was part of their like super cheesy menu.
Nice.
That sounds
The
pretty
only reason I
delicious,
know
guess.
that is because it was made fun of on this stupid video I have to watch for my intro to public health and physical education class.
That sounds absolutely exciting. To be
Yeah,
in.
it's actually a decent video. It's The Way to the Nation, which was a HBO miniseries.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty good.
HBO
But-
tends to do good miniseries.
Yeah,
From what
and well, I mean,
I've
this
seen.
isn't Band of Brothers now. Let's
No,
be
no,
clear.
I was just saying, like,
Yeah.
in general. Like,
Yeah, no, they do
them well.
pretty good shit, and it was okay. But unfortunately, every time I watch something like that, I just feel really fucking fat.
yeah, it's understandable.
like-
I mean, like, if I see... I remember
I
after
just wanna
watching...
go eat McDonald's.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what's that one with the guy that went to McDonald's every day?
Oh, Supersize Me.
Yeah, I, like, couldn't eat McDonald's like a month after that.
That is the greatest advertisement for McDonald's ever. I don't care what anybody says.
No,
The
it's the
thing
greatest.
made me so freaking hungry.
It's the greatest advertisement for living in New York. Because when he lived in New York, he still ate the shitty food, but he walked everywhere, and so he didn't put on that much weight.
True.
What fucked him was when he went to like Dallas, and he like
Had to go everywhere by car and such.
and he just drove everywhere.
Yeah.
And in Dallas, he always had whenever they said, "Would you like to supersize that?" He always had to say yes. Well, in Texas, they said, "Would you like to supersize that?" every time he ordered.
Okay, that was one of my biggest problems with that. Any thinking human being with a brain
Is gonna
is
say
just gonna
yes.
say no.
No, they say yes.
No, Barry. They say no
Joey,
because
no,
they
they-
don't.
They badger you into that shit.
I don't think I've
Fuck
ever
that.
been asked to, like,
Well, not
have my
ever,
comedy
ever since
supersized
that
ever.
documentary.
Like, in my entire time I've been to, like, McDonald's my entire life, I don't think I've ever had them ask if I wanted to supersize that ever.
Well, you were in like the 6th grade when that documentary came out.
Did
I don't
they,
think you
were they, like,
driving down to
forced to stop
McDonald's.
as a result of that documentary?
Yeah, they weren't allowed to ask you. So now places are like, "What size would you like?" Like Wendy's is always says, what size combo would you like?
Right.
Large, medium, small.
Bojangles upsizes you. They'll try pretty hard.
Bojangles, yeah, and it's always just for 25 cents you can get
Yep.
30%
That's gotten
more.
me.
Why did you have to say Bojangles? Now I want it and I can't have it because I'm in Blacksburg. I hate you.
Well, I mean,
They don't have one in Blacksburg?
Well, they
We
do.
don't have
It's
one-
in Christiansburg. It's not really in Blacksburg.
We don't have one in
Oh.
Williamsburg. I literally have to drive to either Bumfuck, Newport News, or I have to drive to Richmond.
Jesus. Cookout doesn't have fried chicken, do they?
They have chicken strips and not like fried chicken now. But I fucking love
Right.
Cookout's like where I get my Bojangles fix when I'm in Blacksburg.
Yeah.
Well, that's like trading like Heinz for Hunts, bro. That's that's a
Cookout's
shitty
good.
trade.
Cookout's delicious.
Cookout's good for what it is, but it's not Bojangles.
Oh, I mean,
No,
nothing's
I like
Bojangles
Cookout.
to me.
Now, if you were like, all right, instead of Bojangles, like Popeyes, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even have that option.
'Cause
There's
Popeyes
like
is-
no fried
Popeyes
chicken
is
options
fucking
here.
Incredible.
Popeyes is great. I love Popeyes. Their fries are so good.
I'm a big fan. Although my favorite still is Church's chicken.
Never had it. 'Cause
I've never had it either.
I'm
Well,
not
it's
south
it's,
enough.
it's South and black people only.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's good
Dude.
shit.
Okay, you know the Popeyes that we have here in Roanoke? That's like
That's
right
in-
on the edge of the ghetto?
Yeah, it's in Black Peopleville.
That is scary.
Yeah, I went there one
Now
time
I
and it was
know-
fucking horrifying.
Yeah, now I know what it's like to be a minority. Because I went to Popeyes one time.
Is that
I
what it's
know
like,
it's
Joey?
weird.
Joey,
that
what
again.
is it like to be a minority? Explain this.
Yeah,
to me.
please go
We
into
need
detail
to
on that.
stop immigration, you guys. It's horrifying. When you're sitting in there, you're just like, all these people don't like me. All of these people are hating me. No, I went there and I was like, can I get the popcorn chicken? And she's like, we don't have any popcorn chicken. I was like, alright, sweet.
For the
just
likes
have
of you.
strips then. And then I went over and I was getting my drink. Then the lady behind me ordered popcorn chicken, and she was black, and they gave them to her. I was
fucking
the
hilarious.
victim. I was the victim of racial discrimination.
When I went in there, the one time I did, there was just there was like only black people working like in the back end, like at the cashier station or whatever, and I was there with like 2 other people, and they just stared at us with this just god awful look of like disdain, and I was just like, I don't want to eat here because
Yeah.
I'm fucking scared for my
Well,
life.
I mean, they were basically yelling at us and trying to figure out why the fuck we were there. Because we were 3. What was it? Just me, you, and Joey?
Wait, when I went,
Yeah.
was it?
I remember a time it was me.
Oh, maybe
Joey.
we were there for the popcorn chicken incident. Were we there? Was that time?
No, when
I was there for the
with my
popcorn
dad,
chicken incident.
Because I remember my dad like parked right next to the door. He's like, "We'll park here just in case there's a shooting."
Wow.
Get out real quick. He's like, "All right, sweet dad."
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Dad.
All right.
I love your dad. That's awful.
That's great.
That's so bad.
Yeah. And if like they screw up your order, you can't say.
Yeah, they don't give a
anything.
fuck.
You can't go back and be like, "No, I wanted the mashed potatoes, not double fries." Well, that's just.
Well, I mean, I'm
too
sorry.
fucking
Who would ever
bad.
complain about double fries for fucking?
Yeah, exactly. That's
that's
true.
stupid.
I
That's a
love their
stupid-
mashed potatoes and gravy because it's all Cajuney.
That's a word. Yeah, Cajuney.
Well done.
It's a word. Look it up. I'm adding it to Wikipedia right now.
Jesus.
I like that.
Okay. That was really fat discussion.
Let's
Jesus
let's move on to
Well, I
Last
mean,
Fat
let's
Horizons.
face it. There are 2 fat kids on this podcast.
That's
so.
true. Kyle really missed out.
Kyle
You'd
missed,
have really
Kyle
dug
missed
in.
some
He did miss out.
Some good fat kid talks. You don't get too many of those anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I had a funny story to tell, but I don't remember what it was.
God, you can't remember
this
anything
is
today.
really
Wow, way
disappointing.
to,
I know, it's
Way
awful.
to leave the audience with some solid blue balls there.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
Story, Kyle.
Do you want to talk about what you did see on Twitter today?
What did I see on Twitter?
You already forgot.
Oh, Twitter, no. Do
Jesus.
either of you follow the real Cliffy B?
Yes,
I do.
Cliffy B.
Cliffy B's a fucking legend.
Okay, did you see his tweets where he was like, "We need less
Yes.
Nicki Minaj"?
Yes.
Yeah,
Less than Nicki Minaj and like
started-
One Direction and
it
stuff.
started to like ape shit. Yeah.
Trolling so hard.
Apparently, there are real people out there
Yep.
who just sit there searching Nicki Minaj.
And kill
And
haters.
anybody who hates on her, they just yell at them.
And they like tell you to go kill yourself and stuff. It's not even like
Yeah.
original. It's like, go kill yourself. Nicki Minaj is my hero. It's like,
No,
you're
but
stupid.
The best thing was, several hours after they would tweet at Cliffy B and then he would retweet them, every single one of them would post something like, "I can't handle this anymore, I'm getting off Twitter for a little bit," or something. Because you don't fuck with gamers on Twitter. Gamers will fuck your shit.
They will. They are
online.
merciless.
We are a vindictive bunch.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like
I mean,
we don't go around searching for specific people, but once we've got a hold of somebody,
It's over. It's
I mean,
over,
do you
man.
remember? Fuck, what was her name? The lady.
Oh.
The lady who complained about who did the like female tropes in video games.
Right, yeah.
And
And
she-
it's been 9 months since her Kickstarter, and
Yeah.
she still hasn't made the video series.
Yeah, and she's made a bajillion dollars.
Yeah, she got like several $100,000 to make a video series about the tropes against women in video games and whatnot.
And she's just like taking the money.
And she's just taking the money.
What a
She hasn't
whore.
given anybody an update or anything.
Yep.
And it looks really shitty.
Yeah.
Whores.
Talking about digging into somebody, remember the ocean marketing thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Barry, do you know?
No, I'm completely out of baffles.
Oh my god, this was great. This was like December last year, like 2011, not 2012. And this guy who was he was in charge of marketing for like Avenger controllers, which is like a attachment for a
Oh,
controller
yes.
that
No, I do
helps.
remember this, yes.
Yeah, that it helps like disabled people.
Yeah.
And this guy was trying to buy one, and there was some debacle about prices. So he emails this guy, who the marketing firm for this company is Ocean Marketing, something like that.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, "Hey, here's my problem. What's up with this?" And the guy basically just bullies him, and he's like, "No, shut up. This is the price you paid. This is what you're gonna get. Now you can just sit there and wait for it." So then the guy who sent the email initially, the customer, forwarded the email to a bunch of editors of news sites, including one of the guys from Penny Arcade, like the 2 main guys. He included one of them in it. And then that guy posted it on the website. So then everybody started giving Ocean Marketing shit. And, like, the Penny Arcade guy got into the argument with this guy, and he's like, the fucking Ocean Marketing's guy was like bragging about how he knew the mayor of Boston and like name dropping people, and then the other guy's like, dude, I run Penny Arcade. This shit's going up on the internet. You're gonna get butt fucked. And so,
well said.
a few days after Penny Arcade fans, who are pretty vicious, dug into this guy, he comes out with a quote-unquote apology, which basically was him saying, like he literally used this analogy. He's like, it's like I was trying to pick a fight, but then it turns out the guy I was trying to pick a fight with was an MMA fighter. It's like, that was the worst apology ever.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And then every time he opened his mouth for the next 2 weeks, he just dug his hole even deeper.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was hysterical.
There was also the part about, he talked about like all the people he knew in the industry.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the whole issue was the guy with Penny Arcade was they're really well connected. Tycho and Gabe, they're really well connected.
Tycho and Gabe, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really well connected with the industry. I mean, they make games, they promote a lot of games.
They
I mean,
run packs.
Yeah, they run packs. The whole Cthulhu
Yep,
demon,
that's theirs.
They made that little game. That thing sold because people love the fuck out of Cthulhu
People
for
love
some
Penny
reason.
Arcade.
And Penny Arcade in
Cthulhu.
general, yeah. And so he was talking about all these dudes in the industry that he know and how he was gonna shit on their shitty little site. And I think it was Gabe. It was like, so should I call them now or later
Right.
to have them remove their support for you and get you fired? And like the dude was fired by the PR firm within like 2 days. And then the PR firm was let go by whoever made the controller within like a week. It was bad how bad the internet jumped on that though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
The internet tends to do that.
They got to the point where they were like, somebody called him and said they were going to rape him and kill his children, or rape his wife and kill
sounds
his children.
about right.
And I think that's when the Penny Arcade people were like, yeah, we need to stop.
Yeah. Just like, okay, guys, that's enough.
That's enough. We won. You can stop now. You know.
I wish I had that many followers to where I could just like retweet somebody who says something nasty and just have my followers just like
rape
dump
them.
on them until they're like, I can't take it anymore.
All right, well, Joey, here's the secret: start a cult.
Right.
And to start a religion. That's the best way.
Oh,
absolutely.
Well,
Scientology, baby.
All religions are cults. I hope you know that.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm
They
saying.
They function the exact.
You just got to
same way.
name it a religion. That way you get followers quicker. That's how you do it.
Well, all religions have names, Justin.
Well, okay, yes, but I was just saying because I always think of that quote by the guy that created Scientology, and
create a religion and you make money or whatever. Dude, that'd be sweet. I would rock the fuck out of a cult.
you would.
What
You
would
seem
be
like
your-
you
what
seem
would
like a
be
guy that
your,
could totally do that.
What would be your like tenets and shit? Like how would you join and stuff like that?
First off, you could not get on the internet. That would cut off all communication so that they couldn't wise up and realize that they were being
So
bad.
would this be like inside your like compound?
Yeah, definitely have a compound to remove ourselves and create a paradise on Earth.
I feel like that'd be a
right?
tough thing to get a following for when you like take away the internet first thing.
Well, no. You yell about how the internet is corrupting mankind and look how our society has crumbled ever since the internet's creation and how technology is bad and we need to revert back to the way things were before man, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I would have my own little room or building in this compound where I could get on the Reddit and whatnot. But followers
You're a
aren't
dirty
allowed.
whore, Joey.
No,
No, I am gifted by God to be able to transcend the evil interwebs so that I may spread the word of God.
That's just. I guess people have followed. I guess people have followed dumber things though. So, in your defense.
Yeah. Cults.
I mean, shit. What was Jim Jones' main tenets? It was just like love your
Kool-Aid?
love your neighbors and drink
Yeah.
the purple potion when I tell you to.
Exactly. Dude, have you ever... There's like a recordings, like, as they're drinking it, and you can just hear people yelling in the background, like, as they die.
Yep.
And he's just, like, over the intercom, just rambling about shit. It's really
Oh yeah,
fucking
he's
scary.
trying to get them all to go to paradise and shit.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Almost 1,000 people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit, man. You know, shit happens when you party with
What
Jim
happens
Jones
when you give 1,000 people purple Kool-Aid?
in his own fucking
And
colony, man.
in relation to 1,000 people, we almost have like 1,000 views on one video. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do we really? I haven't checked
Wow,
it.
nice-
It's
nice
not
segue
actually
there,
that close.
Justin.
I'm going to check the exact amount because I don't want
It's
to.
probably
intelligent
like
there.
I don't know a lot of the
650.
interwebs. It actually
video is
has
that?
627,
The Daisy.
so not really that close. But
Damn.
Yeah, I was about to say.
it
that's
feels awesome
round a
nonetheless.
lot. Yeah.
I mean, it got like 12 upvotes in the Daisy subreddit,
Oh,
and
the Daisy hit.
that led to like 500 views, like
Oh,
instantly.
nice.
Dude, my only
Which is
success on
badass.
Reddit, which you can like totally backcheck, is I created the Good Guy Ray meme for Rooster Teeth. That was the only.
That's true.
That was the only success I ever had on Reddit.
That is the third time I've heard you throw that out there.
Yeah, but I want the internet to know that it was me.
I created the Good Guy Ray meme. Yeah.
Ray is my boy.
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know.
Dude, honestly,
Ray's your
without
boy.
him and Gavin,
You've met him in
I
real
don't think
life,
I've-
and you talk to him
dude, I
on
would
a
totally
daily
do it.
basis.
I would totally do it. But seriously, if
You would
they
totally
didn't have
do it, but
Ray
you
and Gavin,
don't
I wouldn't
do
watch.
it.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Well, I don't know. Jeff's great.
Oh, well, Jeff's great, but I mean, like,
Jeff's like the creepy
he's like never
old-
on the podcast though, like for
He's the
example and
creepy
stuff.
old- it's 'cause
He
he's-
used to be.
Well, I mean,
He
you
His
was
podcast
the
was
podcast
good.
back in the day. It was him and Gus doing fucked up shit, and that was the podcast. And it was good.
It was great. I really liked the old one.
Yeah.
They had one of the recent ones. They didn't have power on their stage, so they just did it in the old room that they used to do it in, and there was like no fancy setup and stuff. And they were all sitting like shoulder to shoulder next to each other,
Yep.
and it was a lot better. I really
'cause
liked
it
that one
reminded me
compared
of
to the other ones.
Good shit back in the day, you know.
Yeah, I liked it a
Yeah.
lot better before they got commercial.
Because there was less Jack. There was there was
Yeah.
you know.
Do you
I
guys
miss the
like
days
Jack?
When it was like, I like Jack for some things.
I see Jack as the kind of like the representative of the stereotypical internet neckbeard.
Cause like every Let's Play, he just annoys me.
Well, I
don't-
mean, that's because he's not a big nerd for Minecraft.
no, not even just
That's-
Minecraft, but just like in general. Like I don't know.
Well,
I'd have to.
You
I'd have
also
to think more.
you also really identify with the younger Achievement Hunter group.
Yeah.
I guess
whereas,
that's
like,
also true. But I mean, I love Jeff.
know-
I mean, like Jeff is freaking
Well, I mean,
awesome.
That's because Jeff is that cool uncle everyone wishes they had.
That's true.
You know.
That's true.
Oh, you want to go drop some acid and drink some beers out back? Cool, let's go do it. I did this back when I was 20, you
Yeah.
know? Did it back when I was fighting in the war with the army and whatnot. Side note, he used to be in the military. Scary.
That's terrifying.
That is
Yes.
terrifying.
And awesome.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's where part of his tats come from. But, you know,
Huh.
fucking sweet.
Yeah, that is.
But, I mean, no, I like Jack. He's
He's okay.
I like him because he's old internet, and he's, like, older gaming,
Right.
which I appreciate,
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
you know.
I can dig it.
Except Jack doesn't like My Little Pony, so fuck him for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hate My Little Pony too, but I'm just gonna.
Have
not
you
say
ever
that.
watched it, Justin?
I have one time, and I will never
One time.
I will never watch it again.
Which episode
Did you watch a whole episode?
I did.
Or did you watch a clip?
I watched.
watch
I
the
think
whole
like.
episode?
I think it's pretty much the whole episode, if I remember right. It is a long time ago.
Episodes are basically like 22 minutes.
Then yeah, I watched the whole
It's a
episode. Yeah.
30-minute show.
Yeah. Then yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Did you? Was
You
it just
didn't
the
like
first?
it?
Was it just the first episode?
I don't remember what episode it was. I don't even remember what happened. I just remember hating it and not enjoying it.
Justin,
Sounds to me like you're
Oh,
biased.
you know what? You know what?
really
Here,
does.
here.
Sounds like
Here-
you came
here's what it
into
is.
it with-
I will literally watch the first episode tomorrow, or when I have time, and I will continue on through the first three
We'll see.
episodes, and I'll give it a chance.
There you
You'll
go.
at least watch first 3 episodes.
3 episodes, yeah. I'll watch the first 3
Oh,
episodes.
you're
I'll give
done,
it a chance.
bro. You're done.
So I'm gonna be hooked immediately, hook, line, and
He is
sinker.
Done. Dude, literally, it took me the first 2 episodes.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
First
know
2
I'll fall
episodes
for
are
it.
fucking great.
I will say that I was
It's a
judging you guys
two-part-
heavily.
It's a two-part first episode.
All I have to say is, I have a very negative view of it now because we spent, I think, 10 minutes of a Bojangles run where you guys were trying to name, like, the main however many characters.
The main
And I was
6?
just embarrassed
No,
because
that
we're
did
grown
not
men.
take- That did
in
not
a
take me
public
10 minutes.
restaurant, and you're trying to name My Little Ponies. So, I mean...
That didn't take me 10 minutes. It took me 5 seconds.
Well, okay. I guess Kyle was struggling with one or something. The point is...
It was Kyle was trying to name all 6.
Yes, and he was
And
struggling.
it took him a little while.
And the problem is that... Yeah, I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance.
And you need to listen to some of the songs, because some of the songs are incredible. Like Winter Wrap-Up.
Incredible seems
Winter
extreme.
Wrap-Up is fucking
Incredible seems like you're
incredible.
over compensating for it.
No, I just like
Jesus.
the damn thing.
Well, I will let you know what I think
I'll be
then.
the first to tell you that last week's episode was kind of terrible. Because it was a Spike episode, and nobody likes
How long has
Spike.
it been on?
What?
How long has it been, like, on?
Honestly couldn't tell you. It's in its 3rd season. There's 13
Okay.
episodes
That sounds
this
about right.
season. I think it's like 2010?
Okay. That sounds
I
about
don't know.
right, because I think I
The
watched,
first
like,
two,
that
the
episode,
first 2
like,
seasons are up on
2 and a half years
Netflix.
ago.
Or if you just want to go to ponydatabase.com. It's a good place.
That just sounds like an animal porn site. I'm sorry. That's all I can think
Oh
of.
my god, you guys. I was on YouTube the other day, and an ad came up, right, on the bottom. And I was like, oh, look, there's an ad. And then I looked again at the ad, and it was for animalsemen.com.
Oh.
So I, of course, clicked on
So
it. No,
what
it was
have
on
you
Semen
been
Tank.
watching?
Sementank.com. I was just watching, like, random funny videos off of Reddit. Sementank.com. I click
Were you
on it.
on,
They will sell you gallons of animal semen.
That is
Oh.
legal. That is legal.
No.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know why you'd want...
No. There's a little tag on the top right that says cash only.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Oh my god. What in the fuck?
It was on YouTube.
That's
Tanksemen.com,
disturbing.
everybody, check it out.
That's disturbing. What the fuck is wrong with
That's
people?
funny.
Hey guys, I just bought 2 gallons of horse cum. You want to come over and party?
Come over
Dude,
and party, we'll have a
down
good
to party. I'm
time.
down to party with some horse semen. That could be
Just
fun.
gonna fill up my bathtub with like freaking dog semen and then swim around in it a
Oh.
little bit.
Ugh.
Maybe pop it in the microwave first to make sure it's nice and warm.
Oh my
That
god.
sounds like fun right there.
That's great.
You just got a little. You just took it a little too far, by the way. Just a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
a little bit.
let's ignore the animal semen for a bit. Hey, Justin, did you see what MLG CEO said about first person?
I did see that, and I took it bittersweetly. Mainly sweetly, but bitter because it made me sad because of what recently happened. If you don't know what recently happened, world, in MLG, Halo was taken off the circuit, basically, not permanent, I
Whoa.
wouldn't say permanently, but it's like not on for this year at all because
Oh,
Halo 4
weird.
is awful.
Are they
That's
are they just
crazy.
doing it to give guys a chance to get used to Halo 4?
No, because it's awful. And another like side note off that is like there's a couple teams of like Halo pros that are like signing up for I think it's Dallas. I think it's Dallas. I don't know. And they're going for COD. They're like making COD teams, and they're gonna try and compete. Yeah, because because Halo 4 was just Blobs 2,
Black
yeah.
Ops 2?
And it's just Halo 4 is not a good competitive game. It was just so. Okay, like my thing with Halo 4 is that like the campaign. I love the campaign. I thought they did.
Oh yeah, I'm working through it.
It was
right now.
fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, you finally got it?
Yeah, no, I've beaten the first like 5 levels on Legendary.
it gets
awful.
better. It's great. It's
awful.
fantastic.
It's awful.
Oh, wait, you're playing on
You
Legendary?
hate it?
Yeah,
You can't do that.
no, it's
You can't do that to yourself.
You hate? Okay,
not-
do you hate playing on Legendary or do you hate the campaign?
no. The campaig's great.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing it on
just-
Legendary. It's
Okay,
fucking
yes.
awful.
I would play
Yeah, it's
Every
painful.
time I
once
see a
on
Promethean
Heroic.
Knight, I fucking tear my hair out.
Because you have
Yeah, I would
to use
imagine.
like
Because they-
15 clips of ammo.
I've gotten it down to a science now, to where it's about a clip and a half.
Well, yeah. I
It's
mean,
just
with like the
disgusting.
DMR, yeah, basically.
Not the
hate
DMR.
Promethean Knights.
The DMR is like a clip and a third. I'm talking a clip and a half of battle rifle or light rifle. or
It's just
car.
awful. The point is, it's just stupidly, ridiculously annoying. It's not even difficult as much as it is just annoying.
No, it's you know, do you know what an endurance run is with cars?
No, I don't
Okay,
know.
well,
They just drive it until it dies.
well, they do these things called endurance runs where you fill the car up all the way with gas,
Right.
and it's similar to like the principles of hypermiling, where you want to try and get as many miles out of the car as possible. So what the whole objective is to get it to a certain like speed limit and stick to that speed limit. Never have to decelerate. You don't have the AC running. You don't have the radio running.
Right.
You don't do any of that shit to try and get the maximum out of the car.
Right.
That's all I feel like I'm doing in Halo 4's campaign.
Well, why don't you
I'm
just play it
constantly-
on normal? Because
it's a first-person shooter, and the way I play first-person shooter campaigns is I put them to the hardest difficulty.
I mean,
and
I understand that, but like, as far as
like
just
because
story goes,
I just beat Black Ops 2, and so I put it on veteran, and I just ran through it. That's what I've done with all first-person shooters since the original Halo.
we'll see what I do with
The original Halo, I played on normal, and then I played it on.
See, I like playing on
Legendary.
normal because like I can just enjoy the story and not have to like get frustrated and have it skew my experience. Because like I feel
Well,
like if I
see-
get mad at a video game, it's like in the back of
Yeah.
my head, and I'm like, this is fucking gay. But if I just play on like normal, I'm just like, oh okay, nice, just kind of
Yeah.
relaxed.
I mean, that's why, like, I'm gonna go back and, like, Call of Duty Black Ops, there's all the, like, different things where you have, like, the Spec Ops missions, kind of.
Right.
But they're not Spec Ops, it's fucking weird, and they try to be, like, real-time strategy, and they fucking suck at it.
What is this?
Alright, when you play the Black Ops 2 campaign, there's these, like, special ops missions that are, like, it's almost like a real-time strategy is the way it plays out.
Oh, I hated that
first
too.
one-
I hated
the
that.
First one,
Just
the
saying.
first one you play is, it's basically it's 3 points. You have to defend 3 points from
Right,
incoming
yeah.
forces and hold out for 10 minutes.
Right.
If 2 of those points fall or get destroyed, the enemy can then rush the center. And I was playing on veteran, so once the enemy rushed the center, I was done.
Right.
And like it's an interesting real-time strategy type of thing, to where it's you can command all the forces from like a tactical above the place view,
Yeah.
or you can put them all in their places and then transport to one guy or one unit
And just
then
fight with
fight
them,
as that unit. I mean, it's an interesting theory.
But I didn't like it very much.
It didn't work out.
It does not work with.
In a first-person
Uh,
shooter,
with a
like, the
controller.
reason people get first-person shooters is not to play a real-time strategy. Like,
Yeah,
if they
I
wanted
mean,
to do a
I
strategy
was-
game, they play a strategy game.
If I want a real-time strategy game, I'm gonna go play fucking StarCraft.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You know,
If I wanted to.
and I will play it on the PC where it's meant to be played, where I can click
Right.
and things actually
Right.
It's function.
And in response to Barry's
It
comment
is
about campaign,
so hard to move the fucking sticks and get it precisely right.
it's awful. It
It's
is. Because I played that drone level, like, and the campaign is awful. But I do want to say this in regards to Barry. If I had ever played a Call of Duty campaign doing veteran first, I never would have finished the campaign because I would have fucking hated it so
Dude,
much.
it's not that hard.
No, it's
I
not
beat-
about the difficulty. It's not about difficulty.
I beat
It's
the
just you have to
Blops 2
die so much in the
campaign in one day.
process that I just give up on the story because it's not interesting enough. I literally would be so uninterested and pissed
Well-
off, I just would never finish one.
That's when you just have to play it like I did. I put my headphones in and I listened to a podcast.
I mean, I guess I could do
That's-
that, but then I wouldn't get the full experience of the campaign.
Yeah, I'm all for playing it on whatever difficulty it defaults to
Default.
first, and then going
Yeah.
back and playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. It's just, when it comes to achievements, I
Yeah.
don't want
Oh,
to. I don't want
touche,
to have to play the
touche.
damn. I don't want to have to play the damn game twice.
Right.
I will say Barry's getting ahead in playing the campaign like Legendary Solo. He's doing
It's
that.
very true.
So he's
Yeah,
going to
no,
get that
I-
one
There's
out
a
of the
chance
way.
I'm never going
I'm
to.
5/8 the way there. I'm almost done with the 6th mission.
Right. I will.
So
it's-
it's-
But back to my
Good
original
shit.
point. So yeah, the campaign was good, but the
apparently
multiplayer,
online is terrible.
it's okay.
Not terrible. It's fun. It's just
It's
not
fun. It's not
competitive.
competitively like okay in Call of Duty.
It's not very balanced.
It's not. It's not. Like in Call of Duty, it's still not balanced, but you can almost get away with like having different loadouts to a degree, if you know what I'm saying. Like
Well,
all
I mean,
the assault
it's never going to be
rifles.
balanced because the sniper rifle is dominant if you use it the best.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But like in Halo, like okay, my biggest problem with campaign is not campaign, the multiplayer is like the ordnance drop system because they completely took map control and just threw it out the fucking window. They were just like,
That's
fuck
true.
map control, fuck it.
Well, first
Okay,
off,
so explain.
the thing that destroys my thing is they don't have enough playlists.
Okay,
They only have like default Slayer.
that's a big problem. That is. They did add grip ball. Okay, but here's the thing. So first, I'll start off with classes. In Halo, it does not work to have a custom class set up because of and not just completely, but because of the things they added. Like, for example, you could start off with a pocket shotgun whenever you wanted, with the fucking Promethean pistol. It's just a pocket shotgun. And
What's the pocket shotgun?
basically, it's a secondary weapon, and you could
the pistol,
the Promethean pistol, and you could charge it up.
Yeah, the one that you can charge that shit up.
Yeah, you can hold it down, and it
then it's
shoots 5
basically a
shots at
blunderbuss.
once, and it's like a pocket shotgun. So basically,
I've never done that.
if you're in Halo,
That way
okay, so you
campaign?
remember the Halo 2 shotgun?
Yeah.
If you're in about that range, it's a one-shot kill with that pocket thing charged up.
Fuck, I want that.
Okay, yeah, okay, and that's a huge problem because you can start with that, and then the differences with the starting weapons, it's just too extreme. Like if you're playing competitively, it completely takes away the edge if you don't know what the enemy is going to have, what you're getting into ahead of time. I mean, obviously power weapons can be understandable, but the thing is, with ordnance drops and with your own personal ordnance drops, you have no idea what the enemy is going to have at any time, and you can't ever set up to control anything at any point because the ordnance drops are random and you're only told 10 seconds ahead of time. So it's literally just a bumfuck rush to a power weapon. And then with Ordnance Slayer, it's oh, I get Ordnance, but all I get is a speed boost, a plasma grenades, or fucking something gay, and then the other person will have the choice between an incineration cannon, which is a fucking just destruction, and a sniper rifle and something else. It's just they added way too much randomness and inconsistency in the multiplayer, and it's just not. It's impossible to play competitively. Not impossible.
I thought it was to try and bring more balance to the game.
No, it's to make it more fun and keep.
It makes it
ADD
fun,
kids
and
in.
it allows players that aren't competitive to enjoy it more, which I totally get why they did that. I understand it, but
Because I mean,
they
my whole problem with Halo is it's always been so heavy on the damn power weapons
right.
that it's always, I like playing with my DMR or my
Right.
battle rifle, and I like playing, really competitive, tight shooters like
Right.
SWAT. I love the SWAT play.
Yeah, SWAT's
I can
awesome.
play
But
it
here's
all
the
day.
thing. Here's the thing. In Halo, if you are better than someone, it's extremely evident. And the thing is, if you're if you're a team of 4 and you're going up against a team of 4 where everyone's better than you, you were going to get absolutely shit on. And I think they wanted to make it where, everyone
Has a fair chance.
has a fair chance. Not even a fair chance because it's an unfair chance. The thing is that people that were good at Halo, they just kill kids that aren't good. Which because Halo's hard to get
that's the
very good
point.
at. It's hard to get good at because it's
That's the point.
yeah, and that was the point.
Halo's always had a high learning curve.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess they destroyed that learning. Not destroyed the learning curve, but they made it too noob friendly. It's just too noob friendly. And the thing is, with the custom game settings that they implemented in the game, it's still not possible to make a solid competitive game.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So you can't turn that stuff off?
Not really, because you can create a custom class and it would just be with those.
So you can't limit custom class. I'm pretty sure you can limit custom classes.
I think you can, but I think when you set up games like Capture the Flag, I'm not 100% on this, but I think MLG would have put it in the circuit if they could make it competitively friendly, because they've done the things they did with Halo Reach. Halo Reach was fucking terrible, but they did a lot with that for MLG to still make it relatively playable competitively. And
right.
I think
they just have to get rid of the damn ordnance drops.
well, or it's yeah, and I don't understand why they did
Make it to where
I don't
because the maps
understand.
themselves are fairly balanced most of the time.
I don't have a problem with most
or
of the
they're
maps.
asymmetrical maps, and it's all right. We spawn on top of the hill. You spawn on the bottom. You're gonna have to fight your way up,
Right.
take the hill,
Right.
and then if you take it and defend it, you'll win.
Right. And the whole okay, so MLG was basically okay, in Halo 2 you had King of the Hill, you had Oddball, you had Capture the Flag, and you had Slayer. And
Yeah.
it's decreased from that since then because the games kept going downhill more and more. But
Yeah.
for this, you can't play Ordnance Slayer, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? Infinity Slayer, because of the random power drops. You can't do it. It's not competitively fair.
No, the random power drops.
Right.
Fuck.
And then the Slayer Pro still has the random drops. It's not, you don't have player selected drops, but there's still random drops. So map control still out the window. And then you implement like capture the flag, which they ruined with the flag pistol. It's fucking terrible now because like in order to capture a flag previously, you had to pre-set up, and you have your 3 guys able to defend you efficiently in order for you to get there. And now it's like with the pistol, not only are you given a gun, but it's more powerful than a normal pistol, and you can fucking 4-shot with it or 5-shot, whatever it is. And
whoa! You get a pistol with the flag now?
Yeah, and you can't. Okay, so the thing is, what they also ruined with competitive play in regards to capture the flag is you used to be able to pick up the flag and throw it and run fast. You know what that was, like the throw and pick up. It's now like Call of Duty where if you just run past it, you pick it up no matter what. Like it's instantaneous. Like you don't have a choice. So like there are times where like I've been in a firefight near the flag because I'm just so used to playing Halo like a normal human being that I would just like pick up the flag. I was like, well, what the fuck is this? And so you can't play capture the flag because of the flag pistol, and it just completely destroys like the whole setup idea of it. So it's just like crazy pandemonium. And then I mean, King of the Hills, fine, and Oddball are fine, but I think they still have like, I mean, you can't make a pro game.
When you get rid of Slayer.
When you get rid of Slayer, it's out the window because
people they're not gonna watch this.
Yeah. I mean, I really do enjoy watching because they had this setup where it's like they'll have like a Slayer, capture the flag, 2 Slayer, King of the Hill, Slayer, Oddball, Slayer. Like that's basically kind of how they do it in like their like game series 211 or whatever. But like they just destroyed the game type so much and made so like the custom game experience so limited that it's just unplayable to a competitive setting.
Yeah, I feel you.
So now what MLG is saying is that creating their own competitive game is inevitable. So MLG is going to make a competitive game apparently.
Yeah.
For console.
What they said.
Which is what that whole story goes to.
It's called Counter-Strike. It was made a long
time ago. Exactly. It was called Counter-Strike. Well, I think they said they're planning on making it for console because PC is already so dominated by StarCraft and League of Legends.
Well, I mean, StarCraft is the fucking game.
Well, the game now is League of Legends. Like, no joke.
No, it's because League of Legends is a MOBA. And people, for some reason, love MOBAs, and I don't fucking understand it. A couple of my teammates play it, and they fucking love that shit.
Yeah. I've played Dota, and I mean, I get it. It's fun, but there's way too much of a time sink there for me to actually get into it.
Right.
Oh no,
I
the learning curve in League of Legends is fucking huge.
I can imagine that it'd be. That's what makes a game great for a competitive setting. Is like when you know the learning curve is huge, you know you're going in the right direction. Because like you want pros that are like competitive to be a fuck ton better than everyone. Like you want it. It's not supposed to be easy, and I hate how they keep making Halo easier.
The pros in Madden are fucking incredible.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
they break down defenses better than like some of my quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
And I hate how gaming, basically in general, aside from like really good PC games, generally, they're like, or like games with sequels, they just get more and more noob friendlies for the masses in order to please like the general public. But when you have your core fans who were there from the beginning, they're just getting fucked over. Because, like, if you think about Halo 2 and then play Halo 4, you're just like, what the fuck, man? What?
Well, I mean, no offense, Halo 2 sucks compared to the original Halo.
Okay, Halo 1's the best. I'm not arguing. But for me, Halo 1 was a little before my time where I enjoyed competitive, like, things.
Well, I mean, understand what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Just the overall flow of the game.
Right. It was basic.
Halo 2 was a vast improvement to online and, like, multiplayer play.
Well, a lot of people say
that's where I hated it.
Right.
It said, "What's this thing called a campaign? Why are we doing this?"
Right. A lot of people said that the button glitches saved Halo 2.
I like the campaign.
The campaign was way too short.
Honestly,
it was way too short.
Halo 2 was.
I liked all of the missions that didn't have the flood.
Fair. That's fair.
I would just skip that middle part of the campaign where like you're the avatar, that guy.
The Reclaimer.
No.
Fucking Arbiter.
The Elite.
Arbiter.
Arbiter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parts where he's fighting the Flood are awful. But the parts where he's fighting the Rebels, that's really cool.
Yeah, it is
really
cool.
Like that.
It is. I enjoyed Halo 2 storyline. It was too short. I agree. But as far as the competitive game, it was great, and I think a lot of people credit the button glitches, which may sound ridiculous, but it's kind of true. Because it added
button glitches and the like super bouncing and shit.
Well, yes. Well, super bouncing wasn't like allowed, but like button glitches added even more to the learning curve, and so it like skill was like, so if you were down 2 shots with the BR, if you quad shotted them, I mean that takes a obscene amount of skill. But
Fuck yeah.
Oh my
That shit
gosh,
was
Joey
hard.
and his cheating.
It
We
was
won't get into
cheating.
that. We
Well,
won't
I
get
mean-
into that. I want to ask you guys a question about Halo.
Well, I mean, that shit also led to the first fucking modded controller shit.
True, that was a bitch.
Which
That
pissed
was
me off.
annoying. I have a question for you guys though.
'Cause
Okay.
people would just put BXR into their like right bumper,
Yeah.
and it was
Gay.
BXR every time I pressed
Yeah.
this button, and they would just.
Ben
fuck
Harris did that,
me
and I still beat him
ass.
1-on-1. Fun fact.
Well,
I hope he
did
listens to
that?
that because he was giving me shit
Ben
for
Harris,
so many years.
Yeah, he'll listen to this.
Really? What a schmuck.
Hold on. Okay, so what was your guys' favorite part of Halo 2? I just want to hear and think everything. I want to hear out of everything was your favorite thing.
Multiplayer.
Okay, well, other than multiplayer. Multiplayer's out. But it could.
Bouncing on lockout.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
And just running around on lockout.
Okay,
Like,
Michael. Okay,
Lockout
I'll just get to the
was
point.
fun.
I'll get to the point. How did you guys feel about the Easter eggs in that game?
Oh yeah, those are good.
They were
Those were okay.
fantastic, were they not? They were fucking fantastic.
Okay, the
They're okay.
skulls. I loved how they did the
The
skulls. in
skulls.
that one.
That's what I was. Okay, like think about Grunt Birthday Party. That
Oh,
was the
that's so good.
coolest fucking thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Like that year of my life. And then you go to like Halo 3, and it's like, oh, it's just a skull sitting there.
That's laying there,
Yeah.
and you can turn it on in the
Like,
menu.
Yeah.
It's not only have they gone downhill in games, but like even the Easter eggs have gotten lamer. Like aside from the Halo Reach like trophy room thing,
Well, I mean, the ones in Halo
That was
4 are all
cute.
in Spec Ops.
well, okay, but those are all gay. Like, okay, they're okay, not gay. Like the Reverse
They're
Blue Easter egg
all-
idea
they're
is
all
cool,
associated
but
with
like you shoot it and hear like
Reverse
one
Blue.
line of dialogue. It's not like the Halo 3 Easter egg with Red vs. Blue, where like on each difficulty they had a different conversation, where like you saw them was much cooler.
Yeah.
That was
But like,
I feel like it's just a case of them seeing that people like this, so then they try to make it so that everybody could do it.
and it's gay.
Just dumbing it down. You know, letting the masses get in on it, and I don't know.
I just
Well,
feel like
you know,
that disgruntled
that's
old
the whole-
grandpa.
That's how games are developed. Is they start off as typically a smaller game.
Yeah.
Right.
People fucking love it,
Right.
and then it goes from there to where it's a commercial success.
Yeah.
So the next one, of course, has to be bigger and better in everything.
Why?
Everything has to be
Okay.
a trilogy.
I
You know,
want
if
to
you
see.
if you look at it like fucking Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect,
Yeah, that's a great
pure
example.
pure RPG,
Right.
like
Yeah. 100%.
pure action RPG. The second one, more heavily focused on the action. The third one, Jesus Christ, it played more like a third-person shooter than a fucking RPG.
Right. And
The
like,
only RPG
yeah.
The only RPG elements in it were the fucking level progression and sometimes the talking.
You know who
Yeah.
does sequels right? Like the only company on Earth,
Who?
Bethesda. Like seriously, like people, like how many people loved Oblivion? How many people
Well,
loved
see,
Oblivion?
the thing is, Bethesda games, they're not really sequels.
Sequels.
They're
Okay,
their own
okay.
games within the same universe.
Okay,
which is how
that's
you
fair.
do it. I love it like that.
Okay, but like, okay, you think about like every other game where it like makes sequels. Okay, my question is, if the first one's always a commercial success and like people love it, why can't you make a game that stays true to the core elements and doesn't like piss people off? Because you either here's what
Because
happens. Here's what
several
happens.
reasons.
You either get a Halo 3 to Halo Reach type of deal where it just goes to shit, or you just get the Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 deal where they don't change anything and they just like add all this pointless new shit and it just ruins it even more. I just don't know why there's not a
Okay.
balance somewhere where you can just.
Because publishers are pushing them to make more money.
I get that. I do.
So they're
And they're
trying
they're
to
often
appeal to
spending
a
more
wider
money.
audience. So they try and add things to grab quote unquote casual gamers. So then they're trying to grab in these people, and at the same time they're trying to keep the old fans happy.
How are they
but
not
also
grabbing
add
casual
shit.
gamers as it is? Why do they have to change, like, make all these?
Because you're always, Justin, what you're always trying to do is, all right, look, you already have your established market.
Okay, yes.
Okay, like with Hitman Absolution,
Okay.
you know, they have the old Hitman, the old die-hard Hitman fans who
Right.
want the game to be hard as fuck.
Right.
They want it to be where when they play through it, they save all the time, and
Right.
when they fail, they're like, "Fuck! All right, I learned something."
Right.
He's gonna walk around this corner at this time. He's gonna walk around that corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2-second window in there where I can sprint down the middle and then hide and cover, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the old Hitman fans love that shit.
Right.
New fans,
Like easy stuff.
they're not used. They haven't seen.
But you
a
can change that
Hitman
on
forever.
difficulty settings. Like you can like
Yes,
be like,
that's why they put in the old difficulty setting. But the old fans thought it was a dumbing down and a bullshit game because it played very linearly, which the old Hitman games were. It puts you in a world and it's all right. Go fucking
okay.
do it.
So the real problem
there's
was
a
they made
million-
the game
there's a
linear as
million
opposed to
different
open
ways.
world, more or less,
Well,
right?
it's not open world, but it's like
You know
you
what
have
I mean.
the
But you know what I mean.
missions,
But
you
like,
have the
it
contracts,
wasn't
you go
necessarily
on the
It's
difficult.
like
missions.
Dishonored.
It's like like,
Okay, that's fine. It
Dishonored
plays on
is what
trains.
It should have been.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Well, see, but
And
that's
so the problem is they have to do that because when you finance a game, all right, if the first game's a success, when you pitch the game to your publishers, they're willing to give you more money to develop.
Right.
So you spend more of their money developing.
right.
So naturally, they're going to spend more money to advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you're going to have to do is they're going to want you to appeal to as wide of an audience as possible, have as wide of a target market as possible, because otherwise there's no justification for them increasing and spending more money to finance
And
the product.
I get that. I understand. I just wish there was a way where people would make a game that could do that while, like... I feel like Halo 1 to Halo 2 has done it almost as good as anyone has in the past, where it's like an
Borderlands
actual
1 to
direct
Borderlands 2.
sequel that got to a wider audience. Granted, they had
Borderlands 1 to
multiplayer.
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2. There's a great example. Borderlands 1 to
Yeah.
Borderlands 2. They added enough new stuff, but
They added new stuff and they actually had a fucking story. this
right,
time
and the
that meant
story was,
something to
I
me.
think, better the second time. Which I mean, I love Borderlands 1, but I mean, there would be times when I was playing Borderlands 2, I would literally be laughing out loud, like loving
Yeah, I mean,
the
well,
dialogue.
that's, 'cause
But,
that's
I mean-
Anthony Birch, aka @Reverend Anthony on Twitter.
Oh god, he's great.
He's fucking awesome.
Is he Handsome
Blood
Jack's
Stallion
voice?
shit makes it well done.
No, he's
No,
the
he's,
writer of the
um,
whole damn
he
thing.
wrote-
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it's every time you know the Handsome Jack Blood Stallion shit.
Right.
That's
That's
Anthony
him.
Birch.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you should follow him on Twitter because
Okay.
he says similarly hilarious shit on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Okay, but you know, as good as a comparison that is, I got burnt out on Borderlands 2 a lot quicker than I did with Borderlands 1.
Well, I mean
I mean-
that's because we jumped into it so damn
But
hard.
occasionally,
That's true.
you jump into it hard, but also with a game like that's like completely based on more or less looting.
It's
and-
loot and grind.
Right,
It's
but their
it's a solid
DLCs
grind.
also. I think the big problem was what they did with the raid bosses.
Yeah,
like-
I'm not a big fan of the raid bosses
and-
in this game.
I
No.
mean, and I feel like I don't know, like Borderlands 1. I don't think I ever really. I mean, I got burnt out on it, but like,
Oh yeah, when
I don't even
was
know how to
searching for
explain it.
Panties and pizza, and I said fuck that.
I think it might just be that since
That
we
was
played
rough.
Borderlands 1
That
so
was fucking
much,
awful.
and that you maybe just got like sick of that type of game, and like it was new for a
Yeah.
while, but then it's like it's still Borderlands, which maybe you
Right.
would just burn on out in general as opposed to just like the new game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was my issue with Borderlands was the fact that it was just that grind from like I'm a 43 in the game.
Right.
It's going to be it's a ridiculous grind for me to get from 43 to 50.
No, that's true. That is true.
And I'm not
The
like I
grind
did it in the
hurts.
last game because the Nox's Armory DLC
Right.
That was so fun.
incredible shit.
Right. Yeah. Nox
was
was
good.
great.
It was like a brand new
exceptional.
game.
Yeah.
Compare
Yeah, it really
that
was.
to what the
Fucking pirate DLC was awful. I mean, it wasn't.
pirate deal.
Well,
I
like
mean,
what they
pirate
did with the
DLC
fucking
was okay.
Seraph shit. What? I'm not
That was
getting into
bad.
it. I'm not getting into it.
The Seraph was bad.
It's the dumbest shit
Seraph
I've ever
Crystals.
seen.
It is what
That's
it is.
really
they wanted
bad.
they wanted to have a new thing.
The,
What
I haven't
also
even
got me a
played
little
either
bit
of
was
the newest
they
ones.
nerfed like some of the combos.
Wait, what?
They nerfed some of the combos. So like if you get the B now, it's less than the one you have.
Yeah. But my thing, okay,
bullshit.
why is it that they put it in the game knowing exactly what it did and knew what it was going to do,
Well,
and then they
I
decided
don't
to
think
nerf
they
it?
knew that the combo. I don't think they realized how great the combo was going to be.
I think if they
when
wanted to
people
fix the
spec
problem,
them-
they would fix
When
the
people
duping
min-max their
system.
characters like that.
It makes
Yeah.
you wonder how much they really test things, you know?
It makes me wonder why they didn't fix the duping system. Because that would have solved the problem. The problem is that the B and the conference call went fucking rampant on, like, being duped and just traded and, like, thrown out. So, like, everyone had it. When you're like, I tried to get the B, and it took me legitimately, I think, 150 tries looting that. Because I wanted the fucking B. And luckily I got the conference call, like, on the Warrior, just, like, on, like, I was just doing something, like, probably trying to get Iridium, and I got it. But
I think that hurt me playing Borderlands 2, was when I got to the level 50 or whatever, you just gave me all the best stuff. So I didn't get that, like, end game.
I guess
you
it should
be. You didn't have that grind.
Well, the problem was is that I grinded, like, with other people, like, for hours trying to get stuff. And I mean, it really made a difference when I played with 4 people because I got a lot more stuff doing that, and I always like to play by myself, kind of. If I'm not playing with you guys.
That's another thing that annoyed me about Borderlands is I like to play by myself.
Right, and I mean, I like playing it. Well, see, my biggest problem when I was playing it with, like, Joey, Kyle, and Barry, you guys back in the day, is that I came into it late, so I was always like level 10 guy just getting XP standing there. So I was like, alright, this is fun.
That's true.
But I mean,
God, doing Cromarex runs with you,
Jesus.
you go up like 5
That was
levels.
funny.
Those were good days, man.
Dude, fighting Cromarex was awesome because it was so fucking hard.
If you
Well,
didn't
I mean,
use
the
that
other
Like,
gaze
there was
rock.
that
dudes are
one
fucking
spot where you
hard.
had to hide behind, and then you had somebody
Yeah.
else out there trying to
You
get
had one guy
Cromarex at the
poke the
right
bear.
angle.
My problem is,
poking.
in response to that, is some of the bosses they put into the game now, if you don't have, like, those legendary things, even with 4 people, you don't have a fucking chance. You just don't.
I mean, I really didn't. I don't have a chance.
I mean, if
against any
you
of them.
tried to fight Cromarex straight up with 4 people, you'd probably lose unless you used that hole. And I'm
No,
sure
because
there's a hole like that
there's like a
fighting the
ton of
other
videos
guy.
on the internet where, like, people do, like,
There
legitimate
is.
Cromarex runs, and there are, like, legitimate videos of, like, people doing, like, the other bosses, but even still, it's like they have really, really, really good stuff, like, basically orange guns.
Well, to be fair, also in Borderlands 1, they had a character that could literally turn invisible and invincible for like 30 seconds.
What was
So
that?
that made things a little more...
Yeah,
Lilith.
kind of was a
Lilith
right,
was
yeah.
so OP, it's
Lilith-
not even
Yeah,
funny.
true. She was
a
OP.
fucking gay ass shit character.
She's awesome.
It was clearly all about the black guy.
Roland, my boy.
Roland,
Man.
he was kind of
Fucking
like
Roland.
the poster boy for it.
I did like Roland.
Roland was
We
the
got
fucking
guns.
man. I picked
We got
Roland.
guns over here. It's like Christmas.
got guns over
Guns
here.
over here.
It's like Christmas.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm
just
just
those.
really
Why did-
upset with video games competitively.
Why
right
did
now.
we talk about Borderlands again?
Because we're talking about how beautiful of a transition it was from 1 to 2, like
Right, yeah, they
sequel-wise.
did nail that.
Which I think Halo 1 and Halo 2
Which-
still did better, but call me
I
crazy.
mean, you know, whatever. I hope the move from, because I know there's gonna be a Borderlands 3.
Well, I mean,
hope
yeah,
the
obviously.
transition is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm really scared.
Okay,
I mean-
I'm just gonna throw this out
I mean,
there.
based on like the ending of Borderlands 2
Halo
and
ripoff.
how they trademarked Border Worlds like a million years ago, I'm thinking MMO, especially with their focus on quote unquote raid bosses and that
I mean,
kind of thing.
it does play like a very heavily loot based MMO,
Yeah,
which
I could see it.
Don't like the
See
sound of
that
that,
being-
personally.
be a
see them
first
trying to
person.
make like a World of Warcraft Diablo hybrid.
Okay, so something happened with our Skype call and it reduced it to poop. So I'm just gonna do a solo wrap here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking through with us through that ending, which I'm sure was a little rough. You can check out videos and whatnot at our YouTube channel, which is the AV Jacks. You can also follow us on Twitter. We are at _ the AV Jacks. No, at the AV Jacks. There might be an underscore. I don't know. Just Google the AV Jacks. We'll be there somewhere. And that Twitter account follows each of our individual Twitters. So check that out as well. And yeah, be on the lookout for more videos and content coming out from us. And we will see you again next week. Bye.